I'm Dvoržák, a musician from Fontaine.
You know each other.
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvoržák, right? I've known them all for quite
consideration. Mr. Dvoržák, I will need to discuss with you the
Sorry, I'm laughing every time they say Dvoržák, but it's so funny to me. It's not the fault of the VAs, okay? Like, I'm not making fun of them. It's just that the MiHoYoverse decided to name a character with a name that has R in it. It's so funny. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I go by name Ignis Fatos, in case you are not coming back here from some previous videos. And I finally have a time to check out Lantern Rite. I know I promised Alhaitham story quest, but everything just gathered on me, exams, stuff, essays, blah blah blah. I'm done now, so I can finally check out Lantern Rite because I was looking forward to that since October, maybe? Yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I will need to have a quick start, but hey, who cares? There are two things I'm looking forward in this Lantern Rite, in this year's Lantern Rite. I'm not sure when we get to it, but I will probably cut it into parts, so I will see. The first should be either in the first part or very soon in the second. I would say the first. And I'm very much looking forward to that from a particular reason of where I live. So let's go. Alright, so I should probably turn up music because, yeah. It would be a shame to miss out on music, especially since it's supposed to be music festival. Okay, so the only prerequisite quest I need to do is Yelan's story quest, and I'm not going to do that right now because I don't like doing story quests in time press. So yeah. I'm done with the Archon quest, so whatever. Oh yes. Yeah, that's what you care about. Alright, so okay. I was going to say where should we go, but yeah, it just snaps us back. Okay. Johnny!
Oh, why the pleasure is all mine. As a surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Everything has been going great.
I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights.
Oh yes, especially the last journey to Sumeru.
You are too kind. I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Chingsa village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead?
Because the taste will be different.
Wait, Paimon knows, because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right?
I mean, fair.
Mr. Particular, let me guess. has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Who's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements?
So strange to hear him
We were planning to
say
use the
Director
opportunity to
Who.
say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land.
Oh, come
Generous
on.
cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
Come on, I didn't have my lunch yet. I'm already drooling.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
I mean, gladly.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Ugh, let's go, traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
I mean, we may know Zhonli pretty well, but Zhonli knows Paimon really well.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well.
Fair.
I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to
Oh,
find some,
Zhonli.
please share them with me as well.
Of course.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush.
Get it? Bamboo shots, bamboozling us.
The streets of Liyue will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period.
Yes, that's what
By
I'm
all
looking
means,
forward to.
Go wherever your interests lead you.
That's
A
also
night
my
of
plan.
bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
Yep, I understand.
Heading out. Enjoy your walk, young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
You know why I love Lantern Rite? Because every character in Liyue just gets together to celebrate.
Bamboo shoot.
I,
Bamboo shoot. Nascent
stupid
bamboo
boar.
shoot. This one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Okay. Whatever you say, Paimon.
These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Yeah,
Did you hear that?
Okay, I was too fast, I would say.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Yes! This is what I was looking forward to.
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
Okay, so if any of you don't know, this character should be voiced by Marco Meatball, who is a former opera singer and now is making YouTube videos for music analysis of game music and stuff like that. And he's doing Genshin, and he's surprisingly accurate in his prediction just based on music. So if any of you who see this video don't know him, go check him out. Also, I will let them talk, and then I will probably laugh.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl?
Hello.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa.
Pleasure's all mine.
My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings.
I'm DVORŽÁK, a musician from Fontaine.
Okay. Second thing about this character is that he is named after a music composer from my country, from Czech Republic, Antonín Dvořák. That's how you are supposed to pronounce it, Dvořák. But R or R is not only very difficult to pronounce for us, but also doesn't exist in any other language in the world. My condolences to Marco and everyone else who was forced to say Dvořák in English. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, in case you want to know how to pronounce his name, it's Dvořák. They are pronouncing it as Dvoržák because that's the closest you can go to R in English. Ah, okay.
I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery, and before long, I was completely lost.
Oh, yeah.
Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak.
Sorry. I have to laugh. I'm always severely entertained by foreigners trying to pronounce R. Mr. Dvořák.
The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander.
I feel called out.
Your step. Accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
This is going to be me in just a few minutes.
Are you hungry, sir?
If they don't stop talking about
Fine.
food.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon!
I'm kind of reluctant to call Yao Yao a kid, but like...
So tasty! If only there were more.
More, you already had some trapeze.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I had known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste?
I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
This is interesting also because Antonín Dvořák was also traveling a lot. And one of his most famous pieces is the New World Symphony, which he wrote when he was in US. So this fits.
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Iridescence tour?
That sounds somewhat familiar.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, It's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Hmm.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
We have all the time in the world.
Stories.
Same.
We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels.
Like you did
As
now.
he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all
Adeptus?
he could do was to
Maybe.
bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards.
I'm thinking if it wasn't a cloud retainer or someone of that batch.
After
But she's the
generations of retelling,
cloud
embellishing,
retainer
and
is the only
dramatizing,
woman there.
people have come to
Or
think of that
woman.
lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Isn't that just Echo? That would also be a nice legend, by the way. Yeah, it's a nice legend.
Well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. But I understand the original story and its historical grounding better than anyone else. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
I mean, that's not a bad
Not
obsession.
my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Hyman too. It's like, imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again.
I love Eater's expressions lately in the quests. And of course Paimon does food comparison. Of course.
Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
That's not exactly the same.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Yeah, so it definitely was Adeptus.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself.
Or it could be Madame Pink.
I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music.
Yeah. He was there.
So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west towards Stone Gate.
Venti.
A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here.
That settles it then. It was Liyue.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Chingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on.
I mean, Rex Lapis is technically in Liyue. Sitting in the Liyue harbor.
Don't worry, Yao-Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff.
Also true.
And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Also true.
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine which I left at the statues of the seven along the way.
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Qixing know just about everything.
I mean, yeah, but you know the Adepti.
If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
That's true.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get back too.
You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
Then let's get moving.
Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay?
Aren't you turning to the wrong side?
Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
Okay. All right. Oh well. Haven't been here for a while.
Wow, Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last.
Sure,
It's
sure.
almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration.
Yep.
Fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Very true.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious.
Okay, well, come
I
on.
almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Yeah, that's all awesome and stuff, but move, please. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to be moving. Ah, well. Okay, that's on me.
Everywhere I look, it's contagious.
Sorry for the cut, my
I
internet
can
just
almost feel
crashed.
the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
Okay, finally moving.
I'm glad that you're
Come on, Dvořák. Xinyan.
Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
You know each other.
Traveler Paimon and Mr. Dvoržák, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
Ouch. So already know each other.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Of course she was. Anything music
I've been
related.
chasing this Iridescence tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvoržák?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan.
Sorry.
I've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Sorry, I'm laughing every time they say Dvoržák, but it's so funny to me. It's not the fault of the VAs, okay? Like, I'm not making fun of them. It's just that the Hoyoverse decided to name a character with a name that has R in it. It's so funny.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern
Oh,
Rite
yeah.
Music Festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite Music Festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
You're underestimating
We're
us.
going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge.
Yep.
Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
Very true.
I mean, what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
Yeah, true. A Lantern Night Music Festival would be something different. Yep.
That's the spirit! See, even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvoržák, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists.
Oh, yeah.
My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
Oh, yeah.
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
That's the spirit.
Rock and roll spirit.
What do you say, Mr. Dvoržák?
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this.
Oh, yeah.
If you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan.
Let's go.
The senior of yours, Xinyan mentioned just now. Is that anyone we know?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
Ah, look at this. It's so beautiful. Okay, so this year's main theme is a crane, I suppose. No, that's not a crane. Goose? Duck? Something like that. Yeah, last year it was fishes. Fish. The year previous it was what? Elk? Something like that. Okay. Oh, just look at it. The lanterns give Liyue such a beautiful vibe and colors and everything.
Time to go.
Okay.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Yeah. Go.
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Aww.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the lantern rite, are we?
Greetings, Madam Pink.
Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvoržák over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
An old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
If we could add some musical elements to Lantern Rite.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations.
True.
Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so,
That's a great approach.
I look forward to it immensely.
Hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Aw.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with, yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
Oh yeah. Well then. Let's continue on our journey. Aye. Running around like a headless chicken.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Ouch.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
I feel called out again.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Genshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again.
Oh, nice callback to Ganyo's demo.
Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Paimon, you are running your mouth again.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Paimon will do the honors.
Paimon tells Ganyu all about Mr. DVOŘák, and I didn't get that. Never mind.
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be...
Oh?
Oh, sorry.
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
Then let's ask around.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue... Let's reserve a space at the docks.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to cancel anything. You can just merge it together. So we are not stealing anyone's thunder, but we will end on a high... We will end the night on a high note, yeah.
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. DVORZHAK, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
Yep. Go ahead.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever. I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything.
True.
I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me. Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
Paimon, you are trying to freeload again.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like?
Everything.
Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
That was quick.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message.
Sure.
Thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. Since you chew them raw.
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yao-Yao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yao Yao.
We're definitely going to
Lantern Rite to
see
you.
each other.
We should go get dinner together sometime.
Okay then. Stay put and wait for 2 hours.
That lady I just talked to, Ganyu, she really thinks of everything.
Yeah, except for taking care of herself.
Could it be that all our failed attempts so far have been down to our failure to properly prepare for different contingencies?
Can be. Well then. Okay, yeah. That was just this thing. Alright. After a short break, Kuching and Ganyu arrived. God damn it! How am I supposed to read this?
Mr. DVORŽÁK. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point.
Seriously, I sent my condolences to everyone who was forced to say Dvořák.
The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. DVORŽÁK on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Kuching strikes again.
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such,
Yeah, we
it's
know
my
that.
privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly.
Hey, don't jinx it. Don't jinx
Right.
it.
Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
That's true. What about the fairy lady?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Oh,
Ganyu? What's wrong?
they told me all about Mr. DVORŽÁK's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
I bet you whatever you want that the fairy lady is either Madame Pink or Cloud Retainer. One of them.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an adeptus.
Yep,
What
definitely.
do you think?
It's definitely possible.
To tell you the truth, Mr. DVORŽÁK, I am somewhat related to the adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast.
It's chillin'. I always read it as quillin. Ah well.
I know how important your quest
Chinese.
to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the
Hey,
Adepti?
sorry.
And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian
Oh, yes.
Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I mean, yeah, how old is Ganyu?
I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Yes, two workaholics sharing work. Finally some progress.
Great. So Mr. Dvoržák and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to her network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Oh, come on.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
You are the one to talk.
Not sound persuasive coming from Kuchi.
Yeah, exactly.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search?
Sure.
You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company.
Of course.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Of course.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvoržák. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
That's true. I'm sure the window guided you here feels the same way. Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Where is Venti, by the
I'm gonna
way?
pull out all the stops to make this lantern rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvoržák, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too.
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Oh, Paimon.
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time.
I bet you did.
Let's revisit this question after the concert.
I know my answer. That's an interesting thing. Like, in the comments, what does music mean to you? For me, it's an escape from reality, from people when I am totally done with them, and just the ability to slip back into my mind and explore it, and explore all the stories that my mind creates. Anyway, move on.
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival.
Okay.
I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang.
What a
I
coincidence.
worry that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Let us handle this one.
Ching, you're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, he will handle it.
Of course. Of course.
Traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with.
Yep.
Thank you. This will be a great help.
I am a man of every skill and all that stuff.
Once it's resolved, please come and find
find me again at Eugene Terrace and let me know.
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang for us.
Yep.
You have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Yep. Will do. Thanks. Okay, let's go. So, where are we going? Okay, I'm too lazy to go there.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Awesome. And it's raining and storming. God damn it. Oh well. All right.
Byron said the strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Byron doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this.
Hello.
So, it's you two.
Yuan! How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Know anything about the strange music?
You're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
Okay. Where to then? Investigate clues. Okay.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
Okay. Oh.
I can put these to good use.
Oh well.
This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all.
You see something through that window? Because I don't.
The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in.
Okay, one moment, please. My loot lust is too strong to pass on an opportunity like this.
How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
You know, keys
Seems you've
exist.
done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
So.
Elon, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well... Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
It's difficult to theorize with so little evidence. It must have something to do with that melody.
Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available after all. Let me share a folk story with you.
Let's see.
A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom.
That's an interesting way of using music. By the way, if you ever heard of Hussits, they did similar thing. And it worked. They actually managed to win a battle without even clashing with the other army.
To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately.
Yeah, so basically PTSD. Understandable.
The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
Clever.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
If we use elemental sight, we could follow their tracks. Yeah.
Another day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
Yeah, let's go.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
Yeah, well, at least it's not us who does all the work.
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
Okay.
Off we go!
Oh, well.
Here, look at this. These tracks
What?
are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
Okay.
Their pace has increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire.
More people?
Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I definitely don't feel coming closer to home stretch. Like, definitely not. When I was still doing horse riding, yeah, that was usual.
Look, a treasure hoarder tent. Not the treasure hoarders again. And so close to Lantern Ride, too. 'Tis not the season for their antics.
Come on, let's round them up.
Right behind you. Wait. Sorry.
Shut up!
Loot lust.
At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
Well then.
Hey, who are you? Where did you come from?
Wouldn't you want to know?
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Yeah, you should be.
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Okay. It's been some time since I used Yelan, so apologies for my horrible fighting skills with her.
Seems like you're not all talk after all. But
Of
there's
course
no
not.
going back now. Better up my game.
With what exactly?
Mercy! Have mercy!
Well, that was
Oh,
fast.
It's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever.
Oh, sorry.
Tell us everything. You have one
Force of
chance,
habit.
and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear.
You mellowed pretty fast, my dear.
You know, so Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay, continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did, and they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll
It's kind of
everything that I took.
Pavlov
But I'll sell it
reflex.
as a condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bars.
Yes? Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. You know, as a former, does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
Yeah, that's true, because, like, if you know Mozart, he was a genius who managed to replay whatever difficulty of music on his first listening. He was also one of the first pirates of music in history. Look into that. It's amazing.
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself.
Yeah, just...
There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Well done, Yelan.
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here.
Okay.
You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too. See you when I see you, and happy Lantern Rite.
Why is everyone talking into my ear? First Hazel, now Yelan.
Random event, a strange melody, complete.
Okay, Paimon. Breaking the fourth wall. Fourth wall.
Shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
I'm quite curious myself.
Right? How could anyone not be?
Hmm.
When we were chatting with Mr. Dvoržák, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts.
Yeah, you see, the thing with music is that it can bring up so many memories. It's incredible. Like, when you think about it, people are often talking about talking with beings in outer space through mathematics, because that's the only common thing we will probably have. But communication through music could also work pretty well. Because through music you are conveying emotions. And unless the aliens, or aliens to us, would be some emotionless beings, like AIs and stuff like that, then I think communicating through music could work maybe even better than through mathematics. But hey, I'm not a scientist. What do I know?
I never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
Why not? It comes down to the ill will of the user. Yeah, their bad deeds influence the emotions associated with the music. Yes.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again.
As I said, it's Pavlovian reflex. Just depends on what you use. Some use bells, some use music.
Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Paimon's still waiting for us with our random event rewards.
Random event. Yeah, before we continue, I also have a few songs which I associate with not so good things, like learning for exams, waking up in the morning. I bet everyone has that. So, yeah. Let's go. Let's finish this, and then we will see. This is such a beautiful sight, by the way. Liyue Harbor is an incredibly beautiful place, and during Lantern Rite it just gets better.
Paimon, we're back! Everything's all sorted!
That's great news! Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Okay.
My greetings to both of you.
Hello,
Long time no
Ningguang.
see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance
Yay.
itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply
Fair.
put, there will always be work to do.
Also fair.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yep.
It looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
Nope.
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
It's been too long, I can't seem to recall. Was he mentioned before? I don't know. Sorry.
On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wonder whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. Paimon's sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Absolutely. What? Oh, okay. I was wondering what's happening. Okay, I was wondering in the trailer who this is. It's Baido. Okay. I didn't recognize her before. Okay, so what do we have here? Tell me. Radiant Sparks. Tianjin recruited eagerly rubbing her hands together. Okay. What's evening adapted demons for months. Play out with paper. Yeah, that's the paper theater, right? Vigilance at sea. That's the boat. That's the boat event. And behind the scenes. Okay. Yeah, that's the fighting event, of course. Okay, well, I'm just going to do this off camera because that would take too long. And yeah, I don't need people to laugh at my fighting abilities and all the other abilities. I might try the paper theater because I'm curious about that. Which is, I suppose, going to be in the harbor. Yeah. Like I could continue the quest, of course, but yeah, that I'm already recording for over an hour, and yeah, editing this will be pain, so I will just cut it into the 3 days. Okay, a performance going on at the North Wharf. Sorry. Paimon wonders where the location is, but if we can find it, we can always ask people on the street. Yeah, Paimon sees it. Whoa, so many people are gathered here, maybe just for the show. Let's ask around. Hello. Is there going to be a performance here soon? Yes, there's going to be a paper play. Are you guys here for it too? So this opera is called Paper Play. No, paper plays and Liyue operas are not the same thing. Okay. The show is about to begin, be quiet, yeah. As for the paper play, you'll know it when you see it. Yes. Our guest, we will be performing Brave Beard today. Before the show, if you want to head to the restroom, yeah, blah 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 blah. But Paimon has never heard of this story. In fact, it would be too long to do it in one go. We'll let the audience pick which scene they want to see during the intervention. Okay. What part of the purpose would you like to see today? Mountain bound or worshipping adepti, exercising demons or ascension? As long as you can name it, I can perform it. He's so handsome, admits every time. Don't people say that about Zhonli? You've seen worshipping adepti and exercising demons so many times already. Haven't you got tired of it? Hey, if it's good, then why get tired of it? I want to see the part where the brave beard goes home to see his sister. His sister? How have I not heard of this? Because you are watching the wrong parts. I definitely haven't seen that before. How impressive. Not many people would request homecoming. After all, only the real fans know about it. Alright, just in time for Lantern Rite, we will not perform the plots featuring monsters. We shall spin a tale of how lovers end up together. Wait, lovers? He was supposed to go to his sister! There are 3 characters who shall appear in this scene, aside from our Bravebeard, with whom you are familiar, of course. There's also a lonely girl named... I'm not going to read that, for the sake of keeping my face and not offending any Chinese watchers. And an honest gentleman named Nanfeng. Okay. You understand any of this? Paimon's still confused. Yeah, it's not that difficult. So it's a story about a guy called Bravebeard, right? It looks like there's a lot of supporting characters as well. But so far there's only one performer on the stage, and there's folding screen. How is it gonna work? By the way, shadow plays, overall that's probably something different than this, but shadow plays are incredible thing. If you haven't seen any, I recommend you watch some shadow theater. It's incredible. Someone here has never seen a paper play before. Yep. Someone in the back asked how I, a lone performer, can be in different places at once and make this performance work. Well, our paper plays may not be as exquisite as Liyue operas, but we certainly have our own distinctive flavors. As you may know, the characters in Liyue operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in our performances, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. And Liyue operas take place on a large wooden stage. The stage for our performance, however, is but a paper screen on a wooden shelf. Our actors and stages are all made of paper. That's why we call it a paper play. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the 3 paper actors in just a moment. I don't think they know about Bravebeard either. Would it be okay if you introduce them to this story? You know, the one you always start with. That's called the establishing moment. I've always enjoyed that too. Please perform it for us. Yeah. It is said that the sky is the limit, but the woes of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named suffering from human injustice who resorted to dwelling amongst the mountains and rivers. By chance, he became a disciple of an adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus, he is known as Bravebeard. At the behest of the adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Bravebeard trained for many years and finally acquired the philosophy of the adeptus. Right before he returned to the adeptal abode, he was summoned to recall the past. It turned out that he still had an attachment to common folk's society, where he had a sister at home. The poor sister, Yibing, was now alone and helpless. She thought that her brother had lived a miserable life and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away. We are supposed to continue the show, but I can tell that these 2 guests are still a little perplexed. I think it would be better if I ask these 2 to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting me with directing the scene. Okay. It will give you both a good look and it will help the actors move forward on the stage. What do you think? You've been up there too many times already. Yeah, that's fine by me. Help direct the scene? That sounds so novel. It's also fine by Paimon. Then I shall ask you 2 to prepare. As soon as you 2 are in position, the performance will begin. Well, let's see. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, after the performance begins, the actor named will move at fixed speed across the stage and will change directions upon making contact with the paper theater's edge or any obstacles. Okay. Traps will appear to impede the journey. Touching them will cause the performance to fail. Move the stage sections to change his path and avoid traps such that he can reach his destination. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay, I get it. Um Okay, yeah, I fucked this up. Never mind. Let's try again. Okay. I finally understand now. It takes me a bit, but I understand. Okay, what does this mean? Yeah, I can't move it with that. All right. Okay, I needed help with this, but yeah, I didn't know what to do. Okay, can leap from an upper level of the stage to the lower level via gaps, but if he falls through a gap on the lower level of the stage, he will fall off the stage, which will result in failure. Okay. So I can't move with these. I need to get the gap here. Again, not this one. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, that wasn't that difficult. Okay. Sheesh, how many of them are there? Okay, yeah, I'm not going to bore you with all this. I will just play it behind the camera. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. I will continue with the Lantern Rite quest in the upcoming days. And yeah, I need to stop making assumption of my next videos because I never keep my promise. But anyway, I will finish Lantern Rite on camera, but other than that, I will just do these little things behind because no one is interested in that. So, again, thank you for joining me and see you next time. Bye bye.